Hello, everybody. I'm just checking this 1 minute. It seems okay. I don't want to share anything, so I'll get this address. Hello, everybody. That's fine. So I need to add here something, but how I can do that? Why I can't do that? Okay. Okay, guys, I'm ready. So let's start. Okay. Go to page, as we talked yesterday, guys. Could you please go to that? I mean, the page 40 something, Okay, 49. And listening 2.10, yes? So let me give you this listening part.
Track 2.10.
I think the hardest part of drama school was actually getting into it. The audition process took forever.
So now I'm going to listen and you're going to listen, guys. But I'm gonna mute the microphone so there's no problem. So everybody listens by himself or herself, okay? I don't want to make it public here what we are listening or something like this because of the problems. Uh, what we are doing, everybody is listening. I send it on through WhatsApp. I guess this is rather good. Okay, I'm sending you the link, but I actually wanted to uh, put the link on our group class website, class activity part, but the page is not appearing very well. I can't see this, normally. I should add something to this one. Maybe I can edit this one. Let me see. It takes me. There is a problem. Let me try one more time. DSE. Let me check my classes. Internet is really slow. Okay. I think they are working on some kind of a change in the mm, on our platform. So that's why I cannot put the link uh, on DYS. The ESA. So I'll do that later on, guys. So now you can just click here and go to live video session. I'm there. So we are starting with the listening, guys. So the listening part is I send you. Could you please listen to that, and then we'll be talking about it. You're going to listen once and decide which of these um, describe describes yes the experience here best. Yes, you know that. If you need, I can send you. Right. This is also what we can do. We cannot share here, but we can share on WhatsApp. There's no problem with it. Yes. So this is where we are, guys. This WhatsApp is amazing. You can do a lot of things here privately. So this is where we are. If you haven't got the book, you can go and follow the lesson from there. All right, guys? Amazing. So if you're ready, let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready to listen. So listen once. I'll do it from WhatsApp so that you can see that I'm. Can you see me? No, you can't see me. So time to listen now, guys.
Track 2.10.
I think the hardest part of drama school was actually getting into it. The audition process took forever. First of all, we had to perform 2 scenes from plays, one modern, one Shakespeare. Then we got called back to do the scenes again. I was supposed to prepare a song as well, but they forgot to let me know. So I just sang the first song that came into my head. Can't even remember what it was. After that, there was a workshop for a day where they made us work on new scenes from plays and do movement and voice classes. After all of that, I felt really lucky to get selected. There's no doubt the training was very thorough. I mean, we did everything. The usual voice and movement classes, but also specialised things, like learning how to pretend to fight on stage. I really enjoyed those classes. The tutors were all very different. Some were really strict and tough. For example, we had a movement teacher, and in her class we weren't allowed to talk or use our voices in any way. That was really difficult. But our voice teacher was really relaxed. She was cool. During my second year, I went through a bit of a difficult time because I wasn't sure if acting was what I really wanted to do. I mean, drama school is a huge sacrifice. The training sort of swallowed my life. Like, I lived it every single moment of the day. I kind of felt like I wasn't having what you'd call a normal.
Track 2.
There's no doubt that we had a movement teacher, and in her class we weren't allowed to talk or use our voices in any way. That was really difficult. But our voice teacher was really relaxed. She was cool. During my second year, I went through a bit of a difficult time because I wasn't sure if acting was what I really wanted to do. I mean, drama school is a huge sacrifice. The training sort of swallowed my life. Like, I lived it every single moment of the day. I kind of felt like I wasn't having what you'd call a normal life for a 20-year-old. The school was really flexible about this, and they let me take a couple of weeks off to make up my mind. I decided to keep going, and I'm glad that I did. I graduated last year, and I've got an agent, and I've just got a small part in a production at the Royal Shakespeare Company. So I guess you could say I'm on my way.
I got into a football academy when I was 11 years old. I was playing at my local club, and a scout from a professional club saw me and invited me to play in a trial match. I was really excited about this. My parents had their doubts. They were worried about me not having a normal childhood, but they could see this was a pretty unique opportunity, so they let me do it. Dad was really pleased about one thing. We were allowed to see all the club games for free. But I don't think any of us really understood just how difficult a commitment it would be. Mum and Dad were more or less forced to act as my chauffeurs, and they had to drive me to practice 3 times a week and then to a match every Sunday. I had to do this and keep up with my school homework at the same time, and that meant I often wasn't allowed to go out and play with my friends when I wanted to. Still, in the academy we had the best coaches, and there's no doubt that my playing got so much better. We also used to watch videos of matches all the time and analyse the strategy of the different players. I enjoyed this a whole lot more than I thought I would. In fact, one of the coaches once told me that this was one of the reasons why I stood out from some of the other boys in the academy. It's a really competitive environment, and at the end of every year there were some boys who were forced to give it all up because they didn't get invited back for the following year. I had one mate, Jack. We started at the same time, but when we turned 16 and it became possible for some of us to earn a salary, Jack wasn't selected. And it was like the previous 5 years were all for nothing. And he was like my best mate, and I really missed him. I did get selected though, and now I've got a full professional contract, so things are pretty good. Did I have a normal childhood? No, probably not. I kind of regret that, but then I've been given an opportunity, haven't I? I guess you can't have it both ways.
Okay, guys, if you have finished, we can check the first part of the exercise. What did you notice about the two people here with their drama experience? Yes, you can, if you like, join the class, press and talk. Yes, so you can just press. Yeah, the thing that you noticed, I mean, both have in common, these two people. What is that? You can just press and talk like this, and guys, easy. So which one summarizes, okay, the situation? 1 and 2 or 3? I'm waiting for your ideas. You can directly write on WhatsApp. I don't know how long it takes time to get you this video streaming. Um, maybe I should say like from WhatsApp. I don't know. Just do I have to wait for some time for each activity? Okay? So the first exercise, the correct answer is the number 1. These two people, they both enjoyed their experience, but um, it was not difficult time that they went through. Yes, they had they didn't enjoy their childhood very much. Remember, we'll go and look back a bit later. They didn't do what the other kids do in those years. Anyway, so they both enjoyed their training, but they missed a great part of their childhood. Yes, working on the drama stuff, drama school, whatever. Now, the second part here, as we listen one more time, are the sentences true or for each person? Okay, guys. So try to catch if the sentences are true, false. So you're listening again, second time listening. I'll make my microphone mute so that you don't be disturbed. You won't be disturbed. Okay, I'm starting, guys. Second part, and then we'll be talking about true false questions as well. I'm expecting your answers, please. Could you use WhatsApp to give your answers for number 1, number 2, number 3, like this? We'll be talking about it. Maybe you can use both of them. I mean, WhatsApp and YouTube together. Okay, time to listen now. Click and listen, please.
Track 2.10.
I think the hardest part of drama school was actually getting into it. The audition process took forever. First of all, we had to perform 2 scenes from plays, one modern, one Shakespeare. Then we got called back to do the scenes again. I was supposed to prepare a song as well, but they forgot to let me know. So I just sang the first song that came into my head. Can't even remember what it was. After that, there was a workshop for a day where they made us work on new scenes from plays and do movement and voice classes. After all of that, I felt really lucky to get selected. There's no doubt the training was very thorough. I mean, we did everything. The usual voice and movement classes, but also specialised things, like learning how to pretend to fight on stage. I really enjoyed those classes. The tutors were all very different. Some were really strict and tough. For example, we had a movement teacher, and in her class we weren't allowed to talk or use our voices in any way. That was really difficult. But our voice teacher was really relaxed. She was cool. During my second year, I went through a bit of a difficult time because I wasn't sure if acting was what I really wanted to do. I mean, drama school is a huge sacrifice. The training sort of swallowed my life. Like, I lived it every single moment of the day. I kind of felt like I wasn't having what you'd call a normal life for a 20-year-old. The school was really flexible about this, and they let me take a couple of weeks off to make up my mind. I decided to keep going, and I'm glad that I did. I graduated last year, and I've got an agent, and I've just got a small part in a production at the Royal Shakespeare Company. So I guess you could say I'm on my way.
I got into a football academy when I was 11 years old. I was playing at my local club and a scout from a professional club saw me and invited me to play in a trial match. I was really excited about this. My parents had their doubts. They were worried about me not having a normal childhood, but they could see this was a pretty unique opportunity, so they let me do it. Dad was really pleased about one thing. We were allowed to see all the club games for free. But I don't think any of us really understood just how difficult a commitment it would be. Mum and Dad were more or less forced to act as my chauffeurs, and they had to drive me to practice 3 times a week and then to a match every Sunday. I had to do this and keep up with my school homework at the same time, and that meant I often wasn't allowed to go out and play with my friends when I wanted to. Still, in the academy we had the best coaches, and there's no doubt that my playing got so much better. We also used to watch videos of matches all the time and analyse the strategy of the different players. I enjoyed this a whole lot more than I thought I would. In fact, one of the coaches once told me that this was one of the reasons why I stood out from some of the other boys in the academy. It's a really competitive environment, and at the end of every year there were some boys who were forced to give it all up because they didn't get invited back for the following year. I had one mate, Jack. We started at the same time, but when we turned 16 and it became possible for some of us to earn a salary, Jack wasn't selected. And it was like the previous 5 years were all for nothing. And he was like my best mate, and I really missed him. I did get selected though, and now I've got a full professional contract, so things are pretty good. Did I have a normal childhood? No, probably not. I kind of regret that, but then I've been given an opportunity, haven't I? I guess you can't have it both ways.
Sorry. I hope you have done it, yes? Have you? Now it's time to talk. Okay, if you're ready, let's talk, guys. Yes, great. So let's do it together, guys. So, um, thank you, Nihat, for your participation in the class activity. I've got some notes, guys, like this. Okay, you know, always we do that while we listen, so it's easy for us to follow the class. So these are my notes, of course. Uh, can be different. Yours can be different. I'll send you my notes. Of course, you know, everybody has a different way of doing that. This is my way of doing it, so you can just get an idea. So let's talk together, guys. Or I don't know, maybe you want to just check it out. What do you think, guys? We have maybe we can just check, and because it took a long, such a long time, I can just I can just let you check. I'm sending you the key, okay? So you can check. Can you guys check your answers? If you have problems, guys, you can just go ahead and ask, okay? Give me 1 second, guys. A lot of traffic here. We'll get back on track, okay? Our group moderator, can I ask you to add someone into group, please? Someone wants to join our class. One second, this is really da 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 da. Okay, guys. Okay, Zainab, I send a message. Your friends also can join us, guys. No problem with WhatsApp. This is okay. They can go and watch this from YouTube because the whole world can watch it. Right. Thank you very much, Zainab. Okay, so Nihat, do you want to talk about the questions here? True, false questions. Do you have any problem? Yes. Okay, Nihat, very good. Yes, so right, if you have no questions, you can, if you have, you can say, I don't understand number 576, and we can just take a look at that. Right, right. If you don't have any questions, can I ask you to do something, guys? Whenever we have listening, writing, no, not writing, probably, maybe also writing, uh, reading parts, and the video watching, we always do this. We watch the video, and then retell its story with the keywords, right? I'll send you this keywords, or you can look at the back of your books for tape script. You can choose one of the speakers here, Miranda or Fred, and you can just retell the story. Okay, guys, may I ask you to do that now? I send you the tape script. It's pretty long one. Maybe it is also good for checking the new words there. If you have any problem, basically what happened here. um, what did we listen about? So the things that you can mention, the teachers, for example, how strict the school was, the academy, and also the drama class, and you can talk about how much sacrifice they have to give, you know, and what else? The tough years, the tough times they had at their courses experience, and also finally, you know, the result was good or bad, and do they regret or not? Okay, great. Okay, we are doing, when you are ready, we are recording our voice and sending on WhatsApp. Is it okay, guys? Can I ask you to do that? So I'll also work on it. You take a look at this tape script, and what is it? I didn't send it to you guys. Sorry, I sent it. Sorry, wrong guy. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm just sending. 1 second. Zainab, this person is someone that someone who wants to join the class. Can you please add, because I see that not many people are interested in our session, so I just want to, you know, have fun here. Doesn't matter. Anyone can from school can join us. You know, it doesn't matter which class. I don't care. Okay, can you please add her to the group? Thank you very much. Okay, so we have all the material, and we can have fun. So you know what we are doing? Taking notes and retelling what we listen to. Okay, guys. Thank you. I'll be doing that. I wish I could freeze this camera, because sometimes I don't need to be. Okay, maybe. Right. How what can I do? What can I do? I've been thinking about you. I'm just learning how to use this program. It's pretty fun, guys. You can share anything from here, but it is the problem is uh, you are afraid of copyright issues. So time to take notes and retell the story, guys. Zeynep, what are you waiting for to add this person? Could you please do that? Okay, guys, I will take notes. I'm sorry, just a bit. I want to talk about Miranda. So it is bad that I cannot stop this camera, because I don't want to be seen all the time here, you know, guys. What I can do, I can just maybe put something here before the camera. What do you think, guys? Let me see. Or maybe I can. It's impossible. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. It's me again. Okay, guys, we are taking notes comfortably. Okay, just 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll get back and talk. Okay, thank you. Guys, because I want to be comfortable here because it's very difficult, before the camera all the time. I'm taking notes, right? Lying on my bed. Not, of course. Kidding. Here I am, guys, with my notes. Let me see if there is a message or something, then we can continue. Okay, guys, you can just record your retelling and share on WhatsApp. Can you do that now? I'm also going to do it. Okay, I'll just press while I'll talk. No problem. I can do that. So, by the way, there are some good extra vocabulary here, like audition. Uh, audition test. Thank you very much, Zainab. You're nice. Audition test is, for example, you need a grandmother. You need somebody for grandmother role in a movie or something, and you're looking for the right person for this role. Okay, so you have a kind of like an interview with other people whose voice is best, whose appearance is best for this role. So this is called like a kind of a audition. Usually casting agencies, they do it. Casting agencies. Okay. So 1 second, guys. Thank you very much. I'll just add your so you can just record your story. I mean this retelling story, and then tell it to us to share in the group, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I'll just listen to that one. But first, I'll do mine one. So while I do that, I'll do it live and maybe on WhatsApp as well. So I'm gonna talk about Miranda's experience. Okay, looking at my notes here, as you see. So for her, the hardest part of this drama school experience was getting into the school. Yes, course. Anyway, right. She had to go through a lot of hard work because they expected her to play roles from the scenes. Okay, like Shakespeare, and then. Uh, there were some other activities they had to do. For example, they were supposed to prepare a song, for example. It was also very difficult, and the time when she was called back to sing a song, she just sang one of the songs that came to her mind. Yes, at that moment she can't even remember anything about it. She was so maybe nervous a bit, like. Okay, anyway, they had different workshops. Okay, on some of the right in on Sundays. On some days, they had to work on new scenes. What else? The training was really tough. Anyway, after all these workshops and classes, um, she did not give up. Yes, she liked it. She enjoyed it, as she said. And there were also, she mentioned their teachers. Uh, there were different teachers for different classes, and some of them were really strict, and some of them were really, cool and relaxed. So, like for example, voice teacher. This teacher was quite relaxed. This one, I'm not sure. We'll just let me take. Yeah, yeah. Voice teacher was cool and relaxed, and there were some other teachers. They were strict in their studies, and voice and movement classes, for example, that was very pretty tough, as she said. Uh, they also studied how to pretend to fight on stage. That was interesting, also cool. Anyway, um, so after all these training days, I mean years, let's say, uh, they were given some time off so that they could make up their minds. And at some time, she wasn't even sure whether to continue or stop this because that was really tough. Anyway, at the end of this off time period, she decided to keep what? She decided to keep going. Yes, and then now she is happy that she decided to continue because she took part in a production at the Royal Shakespeare Company. It's a very famous company. It's a small part role, but she is very happy with it. She is on her way. Maybe in the future she may have better roles. Better parts in plays, or maybe she may do something else like movie business. Like screen, something connected with acting. Okay, that is uh, that is Miranda. Yes. It was a difficult time she went through, but she enjoyed everything she did. And because guys, you may like it, this simple stuff, because you went through some specific vocabulary here. It's really cool, guys. A lot of new words here. By the way, there is in Fred's part, I enjoyed this commitment. That is a very good one. Commitment. What kind of commitment does Fred talk about here? Commitment is like, sacrifice. Like, you have to, for example, you have a kid who goes to school every day. You have to take your kid to school every day by your car. So this is a commitment. Yes, you have to do it on a regular basis, so that things for a long time, that requires patience and also hard work. So this commitment, for example, here, they took him to school. They acted like his driver, yes, chauffeurs, and then they drove him to school every Sunday, maybe, definitely, or 3 times a week, something like that. And another thing here, Yeah, that was a good commitment. Yes, this is a very good example of commitment. Promises, like doing things, but you sacrifice your privacy, private life, or your you give up your uh, comfort, something like that. Okay, yeah. If anybody wants to talk about Fred, would be glad. Anyone? If no one, then we continue, guys. This online session, it is also fun. That this is a homework which you can do later on as well. You can upload your activity uh, anytime you wish. You can make a video, share with us. Share video. This is like I'm sharing my video. What's wrong with it? This video. Who can do what? Don't be afraid, please, because now you are making something global, guys. I think there are some handicaps, or like bad things about this online class, but there are also good things because you are in the world. You are producing something in the world markets. That's amazing. Of course, you can make mistakes. I can make mistakes, and everybody can make mistakes. But this is just the learning process which is going through. Okay, it says here C part, guys. My CPU is like experience performance issues. What the hell? I'm okay. Now, this C exercise here, if you're there, okay, C, do you think the kind of sacrifice that Miranda and Fred made was worth it? Why do you think it was worth? Any ideas? Yeah, the last question here. If you have any ideas, we can listen, guys. Is this commitment was really good? I mean, was it worth? Why do you think it was worth? C1. Sorry. I just keep sending it. Sorry. I just keep sending it to wrong person, guys. This is how we do it. Yes? You've got it already. Any idea? This sacrifice was good. It was worth, yes? Because both people here, Miranda and Fred, they got what they wanted in their lives, yes? They are now over those difficult times, but the ending is a happy one. Yes, they are doing good job, and they are on their way. They say that, for example, this Miranda says, "I'm on my way." What do you understand by that? Yes, and the other guy says, "Okay, my childhood, um, I didn't have a normal childhood, but I do not regret." Yes, I kind of regret that, but I have been given an opportunity. But the second guy is just have a bit of a regret feeling. Oh, yeah. I mean, he regrets that he didn't have a normal childhood. I kind of regret it, but the bad part is more important for us, I guess. Yes. Okay, guys. So I'm expecting you to give. This is homework, guys. Retell the story of Miranda or Fred when you feel you're ready. After class, you can do that. So our session continues even after this live session. By the way, guys, you'll be graded with your performance, online performance. This is very important. Okay, now you can watch this video later on, and probably you'll be okay. You know, when you click on this on our platform, Mulla Yusufkı Koçman University platform, when you click it, okay, that it shows that you got participate. You know, you enjoy. I mean, you participated in the classroom, but for me, it's very important to see that you are contributing to the class activity, and this is a kind of interaction. Nihat, very thanks indeed. Okay, for your participation. I like that. So maybe I want to listen to it. 1 second. I'll mute it. Okay.
I think they had to train hard, but they have what they want. Because of them, I think they are funny, and uh, that was worth. So Fred started when he was 11 years old. He got in a football academy, he said. They saw that he has a talent, and they invited him to play in a trail match. And the parents, I think they had to train hard, but they have what they want. So Fred started when he was 11 years old. He got in a football academy, he said. They saw that he has a talent, and they invited him to play in a trail match. And the parents, were worried about him and his football career, and I think it was tiring because they drove him 3 times a week to the workout. And one thing I want to say is uh, that it's very straight, psychological, because every year someone must give it up, he said.
Okay, I've just listened to right Nihat's contributions actually. Thank you very much. That was great to hear from you. It was nice. Thank you. Now the next part is number 6 here, guys. Grammar part, obligation and permission. Of course, our heaven. Heaven is, of course, sharing heaven. Yeah, I send it to you. You can just take a look there. Look at the words and phrases in bold sentences 1 to 6, which show obligation, which show permission. Can you take a look at the sentences? Obligation and permission. Permission, allowing, obligation, that's something you have to do. Like have to, it's an obligation. Yes, you must. You're supposed to, for example. Okay, when you have done it, you can check it. no, because of the instead of taking photos, right? We can just check it. This what if we do it if I if I share the screen, this video is like around the world. Anyone can watch this video, and this is not very fun. We don't want to be that famous, you know. We are famous enough. Check your answers, and if you have any questions, please ask now. Or if you have problems, you can ask, guys. I don't understand number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can explain to you. Do you have any questions? Maybe no? Right. So you know that you weren't allowed, for example, number 3, permission, not allowed. Yes? Let me do. Permission. The audio script, if possibly, you know, if you check, you can find that. Okay, we are going to page 140, guys. Obligation. So I'm just sending it to you. Speaker is making a rule. Speaker is describing somebody else's rule. So this is, you know, two ways for his students. So this is you must. Speaker must brush his teeth. You say like, I mean, okay, you must brush your teeth. Okay, this is mother. And the child says to his peers, her peers or friends, or you know, uses must usually. Yes, strong one. And the one who is under authority, who is in a lower, inferior, I have to, we have to, I'm supposed to. I'll find it, guys. 1 second, I'm sending it to you. Let me see. Sometimes it happens, guys. Connection. This is the bad thing about it. I wish we could only send voice. It would be very, very comfortable. Yeah, we could do it on Skype. Skype would be better, but so this is I'm sending. 1 second. You can. Okay. I send you listening part, and you can follow with the listening and this one here. 140 page. It's not difficult, but you can still check. So you see that must and mustn't very strong. Natural one is have to, need to, can, not allowed. Questions, we don't use must in questions. Okay, should is more popular than ought to. Okay, we don't use oughtn't to, something like this, a very rare. Need is also like a have to. Usually in negatives it says you needn't. It's a model. You needn't go. Or you don't need to go. Right. Made us right. Made me pay. Let me come in for free. Good. Be careful about this. Not you don't say made me to pay. No, made me pay. So different ways of saying. Yes, these can be also, guys, in your exams can be like rewriting tasks. What sentence we make? You have to write it with force. I was forced to do. I was made to do. I had to do like this. I was supposed to do. Synonym sentences. Okay. Next one here we have some kind of exercise on the opposite page. Let me share the page for you. Print screen and go. Okay, guys, this is the exercise we are doing right now. So rewrite, as I said, this could be exam topic rewriting part. So these are the activities for you now. You can wear whatever you want. So you say that you don't have to wear a uniform. You think you should write to them? Yes. You say I think. Yes. You ought to write to them. Yes. You ought to write to them. So can you continue that? Try to do it, please, yourself. I was forced. They won't allow you. You won't be allowed. Thank you very much, Nihat. Work on that 1 2 minutes, a few minutes, and I'll let you check the answers, right? Okay, time to check, guys. Okay, check your answers, please. If you have any questions, just go ahead. We can discuss the first part. Beni kal ya. Bak tüm dünya izliyor seni. Sorry guys, I had to write. There was somebody at the door. Okay, what about second part? You're doing the second part as well? Okay, this time, what are we doing? Complete the composition with one word. Cool. We need it. We had to check. We had to change. Okay, if you have done, guys, we can just check it. The second part. If you have any questions, you can ask, guys. Thank you. Yeah, do you have any questions to ask? Needed, had to. It's a very nice topic, yes. Okay. Where is everybody else? I don't understand, this people are happy, they are out having fun, or they're just listening, pure listeners. Elena, where are you? Okay, no questions, then we go back now. Speaking part we have here, it's a very nice. Okay, it says, think of the time at school, university, work, when you had to do some training and follow rules, make notes about the questions, okay? So, for example, what we can do. Oh, I'm very glad that she did. I'm glad. Yeah, yeah. What about other guys? Um, anyone else could make it? Do you know Nihat? So I'll be glad to hear. So this is the question here. Nihat, can we talk about this university years? Um, oh, that's a sad thing to hear. Yeah. So the other guys should be here right now in this case. So can we just talk about this? Taking notes. You know now your university language school story is over. After let's say 5 7 months anyway. We checked. Yes, this above. You can. What are we checking, Melissa? It's above. You can check on WhatsApp. If you go back, go up. You know the exercise is there with the key. You can check. Now the speaking part, number 7. We are doing this, guys. So let me send it to you. It's difficult to do with the camera, you know. Number 6 sentence. Let's check immediately. So only you have to use only one word here. You see, number 6. So the name of your football team then it was supposed to be, you know, like this. Supposed to is a structure. We were supposed to do. You are supposed to do present and past. That's the only thing we can use there. It was supposed to be something that is not easy to guess. Very good sentence. The structure is was supposed to do, were supposed to do. Is it okay? Like it was expected, you were expected to do something like this. Yapması bekleniyordu Turkish. It was supposed to be şöyle olması bekleniyordu. Okay. So structure it is, you know, was supposed to do, were supposed to do. Okay. Yes. Now university years, university your language school year. We can go back and talk about it, guys. Okay, you can take notes about what was the situation, who made the rules, were some of the rules strict or not, were there some rules that you didn't follow, how did you feel about the experience. Now it's like for you it's a memory in the past, this language school story. I'm expecting your ideas about it. Okay, can you evaluate or this talk, give some ideas about your situation, about your language school experience. I can also talk about it. I'll give you like 3 minutes. Talk about your language school years. For example, you can add use structures here. The teachers made us write in the classroom. We were supposed to attend the class every day. It was boring. Like, you know, how did you feel about the experience? That's also nice. Some teachers were strict, okay? Some teachers were not strict, you know, they were relaxed and cool. I enjoyed this class, that class, grammar, writing, reading, listening part most, you know. You can also talk about that. Yes, the rules, there were some rules. For example, we weren't allowed to come to the classroom very late. For example, there was one guy from Malaysia. Do you remember this? He came once, he was late, and I didn't accept him to the classroom. Yeah, I'm sorry about it, mate, you know, but, you know, and how do you feel now? There's no more school because of this COVID 19 virus. How do you feel about it? Do you maybe you already missed the school? Do you now? Do you regret? Uh, I mean, can we say that not regret? Maybe it's not a good word. Yeah, I'm expecting your ideas, guys. This is recording, voice recording and sharing. Thank you, Melissa. I'm expecting you to do. Arif, hello. Yes, that was the guy. Yes, I can't forget it. Yes, okay. But he was very late, you know, like maybe 30, half an hour. This guy was always sleeping. Now I guess He has a huge time to sleep now. He can sleep all day long, 24 hours. Man, you can sleep. Arif, yes, expecting you to give a speech about your experience, language school experience. Yes, thank you. Make a recording and share with us. But you know that these three girls, like who were they? My unforgettable, my impressions, which I remember uh, most vividly, alive, like now. There's three girls on the left side corner. They were Melissa and I forgot their name. Sorry, I'm not very good at that. With Melissa, I remember because my daughter's name. Anyway, these three girls, they always talk English in the classroom. I appreciate them very much. Yes, thank you very much, girls. Yes, I miss already those days. It was fun. I mean, it was great fun to study with you. Anyway, waiting your responses. Yes, things that you were allowed to do, things that you were supposed to do, homework, for example, do participate in the classroom activities. The teacher let us do. The teacher um, made you do. The things. Talk about them. Very nice sentence you can make. Okay, 2 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, I'm waiting for your voice recordings. Okay, guys. So take notes, small notes, what you're going to talk about, and then share with us. Thank you. Okay, guys. So how is it going? Where is the where are voice recordings, guys? You all you were expected to do just some sentences, things that you were allowed to do. For example, in my classes, students were allowed to leave the classrooms, um, you know, anytime they like. They liked, yes. If, for example, they had an important call or they need to go to the toilet, something like that, personal needs. They didn't have to. They didn't have to get permission. They were allowed to do, yes. And but they were not supposed to make it very long. They were not supposed to abuse my tolerance. Okay. So what else? I never made my students join classroom activities. Uh, I would rather I would rather um, I would rather they joined by themselves by on their wishes. That was something or is something that I pay particular attention, and they were not forced to do anything. Right? They could join if they liked. Yes, that is uh, how it was. And what else? That's all. I didn't have strict rules because I'm not a strict teacher. Um, Teaching would be fun for me. Without, if it is not fun, you cannot keep it going. I like the experience, of course. I love teaching. I love real classroom. But this year things have turned out to be different. So what can we do? Yes. Yeah. Okay. Anybody wants to talk? Tell me something. Yes. Tell me something that you had to do, you were supposed to do, but you didn't like it. Yes. Can you, for example, do your best to make the students like the classroom, maybe? Or I don't know who is the subject, what is it, do your best to make the students like it. This is like make them like it, make them feel comfortable, maybe something like this. It's not forcing, but, yes. How can we make them like it? Yeah. Yes, guys. So something that you were supposed to do but you didn't like. Tell me. So I can do it this way. If my video is like 1 minute later because I don't know. Yes. Something that you you were supposed to do but you didn't like. What is it? No. You can say that I was supposed to do. I had to do this, but I didn't like it. For example, writing parts. How did you feel about writing? Did you really like it? The most enjoyable thing that you liked in the classroom. What was that? Actually, it would be great fun to see different people having different ideas. Some students would say they didn't like this one, they liked it very much. So It would be great to hear, guys. Why do you keep silent? Voice recording, very quick, fast, instant, guys. Try to use were supposed to, were allowed to, weren't allowed to, made me. The teacher and my classmates were really relaxed. Were, you know? Yeah, could be. Yeah. Yeah, where in the world are you right now? Which city? Don't try to write. Just click record, send, guys. Sakarya, I see. Yeah. Now it's like a life. This spring with this like one two. I mean, a few hours ago, I was out to the supermarket. I walk. I noticed that the spring is amazing. You know, the flowers are blooming. It is fantastic outside now with a little bit of sun. You know, um, and I told that. I mean, Melissa. Yes, can you answer my question? So the spring is without people. You know, and people cannot go out at this time of year. Something like this makes someone like it. So, like you say, for example, as a teacher, I can say, as a teacher, I always try to make sure that students enjoy my class. Yes. So make sure something is like this. You know, is this what your question is? So you can use different ways, like try to make your classroom attractive or enjoyable, so that more students can participate in activities. What do you mean that? Is this what you want? Okay, guys, in 2 hours we could just make a listening part. It was very long listening. And next time we have a video. I don't know. I see. No problem. I don't know if we can really share this video. Yeah, I guess we can share the videos, guys. It is fantastic. This is our next step. Um, Not today, but next time. If I can share, let me see. Anyway, we have listening, not video yet. C part. Video is coming on number 4. No, we have listening, guys. No worries. So more listening coming up, guys. Yeah, let me hear because I can't wait to listen to Melissa. Almost closing the session, guys.
When I was 11, I went to judo class. Our teachers weren't strict about the rules. They made us like judo, and we had classes 3 days a week. That was good. I really enjoyed there.
I'm sorry, guys. I forgot to click it on. So that's all. Thank you for Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, for your sharing your experience. This is homework, guys. Three things that you are going to say. Either this Fred experience, Miranda experience, or your own experience at high school or somewhere in your life. Things that you were supposed to do, you were allowed to do, things like that. Um, my example. I read, try to retell the story of Miranda. So this is the homework. You can talk about one of them, or you can talk about your own experience. I'm expecting, guys. Thank you very much. In the next days, we will see. Maybe I can set at a specific time, or I can let you know one day before what time the lesson is going to be. It's not going to be early. It's going to be like late, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, sometime around the time during the week. I don't know next week how long we are expected to make videos, but this week we are for this week, first week, we were expected to do like 120 minutes, like 2 hours of video, which is now already. Uh, we will get used to this, yes, because this term we are like this. I hope you enjoyed the class, guys. Thank you very much. It was very nice to talk to you after such a long time, but I hope more people could participate in our class activity so it could be more fun because the more people, the merrier, the happier, uh, the more enjoyable it would be, believe me. Okay, that's all for me now. From me now. See you next time, okay? Which I'll let you know one day before. Okay, guys? Thank you. Okay, be safe. I don't like to say this word, stay at home, but just be careful about your life. That's all. You don't have to stay at home. You can just go out, walk. What's wrong with it? I don't understand. You can just walk without people anywhere, if you can. Bye. Take care.